Hey guys, good afternoon, good evening, good morning from wherever you could be. I'm Irene. I just wanted to share some wisdom regarding relationships and especially for the ladies that are dating for marriage, actively dating for marriage. Just wanted to share this. Uh, when you're actively dating for marriage, you should be confident, have self-love, um, be strong, love yourself, take care of yourself, make money, good money, do business, do what you can do to keep yourself going, to keep yourself moving. But most importantly, do not forget that you're not the only fish in the sea. You see that guy you're actively dating, um, you see that guy that maybe you know that I'm ending up with this person. I am so sure I'm ending up with this person. Let me tell you, a shocker. There's somebody else eyeing your man. There's somebody else seeing that man the way you see him. And this life is not fair. There's always somebody better than you, pretty than you, wise than you, smart than you. So when you're actively dating for marriage, present to be your best self to the guy. Be your best self. Don't take chances. Because if you take chances, there's somebody else who is seeing what you're seeing. Probably seeing much more better than what you're seeing. What do I mean? This is a potential young man who is ready to settle down. There's another woman out here who also wants to settle down with the same man that you're seeing. So you should be very wise as a woman. Just make sure with this guy you spend a lot of time with him, knowing him, understanding who he really is. Just make sure that you're on the same page. Make sure that you're reading from the same script. Make sure you know who he really is. You know his dreams. You know his plans. Make sure you get to spend enough time with him, because if you don't do that, there's somebody else who's going to take an advantage. There's somebody else who's going to take that loop and say, she's not easily available, so I'm going to be easily available so that to take over. Don't assume that you're the only fish in the sea. That is the greatest mistake we ladies make. You assume you're the only one in the picture. I'm not saying that your person could be maybe a womanizer or something, but I want you to realize one thing. There are so many ladies out here in church, at his workplace, at home. Most probably, even maybe the mom or the sisters, they've spotted someone also for him. They've already made the matchmaking. So if you're not your best self, if you don't step up and be your best self, you're gonna get run over, because there's somebody else who is ready to step up higher than you. There's somebody else who is ready to do much more than you're willing to do. There's somebody else ready to show up. Yeah. And they're gonna overtake you because they see what you see. Don't get too busy, especially when you are preparing for marriage, when you're confident that this is the guy that I'm ready to settle with. This is a good guy. This is a good man. Don't get comfortable, because somebody else is seeing the same potential you're seeing. Somebody else is seeing the good man that you're seeing, and you see they would love to be in your position. And since they would love to be in your position, what they're gonna do, they're gonna step up. You've got to know that this is a battlefield, something that most ladies are not taught, that the men are visual human beings. He could be seeing you, but also he has already spotted another girl around the corner. So, if you're not available, if you don't create time to meet this guy, to have conversations, to spend time to get to know one another, how are you going to expect him not to see the girl around the corner? how you gonna expect him not to get tempted by these people who are always showing up at the workplace? These ladies who are so attractive at his workplace, these women at the church, that are so too friendly. He's gonna see them because he's a visual human being. He's not yet committed in a marriage. He's free. You could be engaged, but he's still free. He's still not committed to marriage. So be open. I mean, put your eyes wide open and don't assume anything. That's why you hear there are some women. We were planning a wedding, and suddenly this guy was just behaving funny. He was behaving funny. He started withdrawing. I don't know who he really is anymore. And we called off the wedding because I didn't really know who he really was. It is such things that happen, that somebody just showed up in your relationship, and then this guy got distracted. He got distracted, and this other woman caught his attention. This other woman maybe did more than you. She was showing up, you know, and the guy said, "Why not? Let me look this other side, and why not?" Not to say that if a person loves you, cannot leave you. Yes, they can if they get distracted. Yes, they can if you don't spend time with them. Yes, they can if you don't put your eyes wide open to see things that you should be seeing before they show up. Because some things you can prevent them by creating time. Some things you can prevent them by making sure that nobody runs away with your blessing. Because there are people who are good at stealing other people's blessing. And you find that getting a good person is difficult. So you should just have enough discernment. Also pray, because if you're prayerful, the Lord will warn you. The Lord will tell you that you need to be careful. You have a competitor right here who is ready to take away your blessing. Because if you're not careful, your blessing will be taken away. Don't say that if he loves me, he cannot leave me. If he's committed to a relationship, he cannot see another person. Oh yes, he will. He will see another person, because he's a human being and he can change his mind. He can change his mind. And remember, you're not the only fish in the sea. There are people better than you, prettier than you, smart than you, more money than you, more experienced than you. There's always gonna be a person who is better than you out here. So don't be so confident that nothing can be taken away from you. Your blessing can go away to another person if you're not careful, if your eyes are not wide open to see that there could be danger around. Yeah, you cannot stick around and act all is well. You have to pray. You have to commit your relationship to God, because if you pray, the Lord will warn you, and the Lord will tell you what to do. The Lord will show you the signs. If you're not praying, you can find yourself stuck in such a situation that is so painful, that you've dated this person for this amount of time, and voila, somebody has just come and just taken him away. Somebody can take your person away. Some succeed, some they don't succeed, depending on the intention, depending on the kind of person. But don't be too sure of yourself. Just stay eyes wide open and know that there's so many fish in the sea. And somebody can come and overtake you because you're taking things for granted. Until he puts a ring on that finger, you're not yet safe. You're not yet safe. You're not yet safe. There's somebody out here who is willing to push you from your seat so that they can have that seat. And so don't be too confident that it cannot happen. Oh yes, it can happen. Just be your best self. Pray. Spend time with this person. Just know that if you pray, the Lord will warn you about all these things. And if this person is not meant for you, then another person is coming. The Lord will bring another person. But don't let a good person be taken away or walk away because you took the relationship for granted or because you got comfortable. Don't get comfortable on the things that you should be working on. Stay eyes wide open and know that the enemy is always roaming around to see who he can devour. Your relationship can be devoured if you don't have the capacity to see beyond where you are. You have to see beyond. You have to be a woman of sense. Be sensible and be sensitive to the Holy Spirit, because he's gonna warn you, he's gonna tell you, hey, wake up. Somebody's after you. Somebody's after your destiny. Somebody's after your man. Wake up. So guys, take care and know that that is very, very important for you to look out for. Thank you guys. Bye.